We Trying reaction video, and for this special presentation from Marvel, we had to have a special guest joining us. Uh, L Nicole, L Boogie, all the names. I just realized you changed your name again in your.
I did.
While you were talking to her, you just realized that she changed the name.
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna change.
Woman
it
of
wasn't
many
that good.
names.
I'm gonna
Many
change my name
names.
too. What's my name gonna be?
Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay, that's fantastic.
Yep.
I'm curious. All right, that's fair
Continue.
enough. Y'all have fun with that. Yep,
Good Lord.
sure. Y'all can tell by this foolishness that this is the We Trying channel where we just do random stuff, talk about whatever. New trailer came out. What is this? The special presentation, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Correct.
I don't know what to expect from this. I don't know what.
Expect greatness, sir.
A coworker of mine told me he was watching it and he liked it, but he didn't tell me what's in it. So.
Whoa. Do you trust his opinion? This coworker you speak
Yeah.
of? Okay.
Yeah, he's good people.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people say a lot of things, sir. You know, you work in journalism. You gotta look where your sources are coming from.
You got to verify everything you. Yeah.
Gotta verify,
Multiple
gotta check.
sources.
Yeah. Can't be going on the air with one source stories.
Why do I feel like that was directed at somebody?
What? I just said you need more than one source. You got to trust that source.
All of us.
That's all I'm
We've
saying.
done that before.
Okay, cool. Let me bring this up. Here we go. We'll get started on this.
I just saw on the calendar that right now on Earth it's almost Christmas time.
We don't have time for trivialities like Christmas.
But Peter's so sad about Gamora being gone. Maybe if we go to Earth for a really wonderful Christmas gift, it would make him happy. Something special he will never forget.
What about someone special?
Does Drax have a sweater?
We're
David
looking
Hasselhoff?
for the legendary Kevin Bacon.
We're looking for the legendary Kevin Bacon.
You just said that, Drax.
Your voice is small and mousy. I think maybe he didn't hear you.
What?
You're coming with us as a Christmas present.
Cosmo!
Was Kevin Bacon bored? Like what?
So now, through the MCU, through Kevin Bacon, we are now 6 degrees to everyone in the MCU. Do you realize that?
Man.
What Marvel just did was make everyone through Kevin Bacon adjacent to the MCU. Hats off, Marvel. Hats off.
So what, we just gonna see him kicking it at home? Like I don't.
I think in this world, Kevin Bacon is himself, and the Guardians go get him as a Christmas present for.
I mean, he's not always shooting a movie. I mean, there are times Kevin Bacon probably is just chilling at the house. Lauren, you are literally chilling at the house, complaining that Kevin Bacon is chilling at the house.
I'm not complaining each other. it's random. I don't know who I thought they was gonna get, but
you knew it was either Kevin Bacon. You knew it was either Kevin Bacon or you knew it was Kevin Bacon or David Hasselhoff. Because you know his mom is dead. He killed his dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever family pets he had are obviously dead by now.
So I'm hoping we're going to get more special presentations from Marvel, because Werewolf by Night was really good, and I like this idea of a little side project of it. Hey, here's something going on.
So it's
like an hour or so. It's nice.
So there's a rumor that there are more special presentations coming. There's a rumor, not confirmed, that Silver Surfer will be a special presentation, and that they're looking to do the special presentations going forward as introducing minor or B characters in the Marvel universe that will then show up in larger properties, so that you won't be shocked that oh, who is that? And it's like, oh, You want to know who that is? Well, come on over to Disney Plus and click on this. And basically, it's a way to introduce these people without spending millions upon dollars on a big project that may or may not work.
I mean,
And
I'm here for a special project, a presentation too. Like, is this one supposed to be about an hour and 15, kind of like
yeah,
Werewolf by Night, or was it? Okay.
I would assume so. Like I don't know what the time, but that just seems to make sense.
And this isn't something new to Disney. I mean, you can go way back to like the sing-alongs that they used to have um, in conjunction with the movies that would come out. Like, I still remember the Little Mermaid sing-along having really good music compared to the movie, and that was something that you had like a special pocket. You had to get that sing-along in
Hmm.
conjunction with the VHS. So I guess this is. They've seen the model and they've seen it work, and so
well,
they're
I
gonna
mean,
keep doing
Lauren, you
that.
bring up a good point. Disney's been doing this for all ages and not just for all time, not just special presentations, but straight to
Right,
video
straight to video
sequels.
pieces,
Like how many
and
times?
now they have a platform for everything to straight to
Hmm.
video.
Yep.
So
Because
keep it
remember
coming.
Aladdin? Aladdin had a couple of sequels. They never came to the movie theater.
It did. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It did.
I don't feel like anybody really watched them.
I watched them.
Jafar, Return of Jafar. That
Yep.
Oh,
one
did
was
you?
lit.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, that one
I'm
was
not
lit.
for what they were. Again, they were never as good as the original property, but they were
Right.
decent. I
Hmm.
mean, like how many? Kind of like I'm trying to think of who else, but I knew Aladdin had some. There were a lot of like direct to video sequels to like
I
Chippendale
think
Rescue
Lion King
Rangers.
2. I think Lion King 2
Hmm.
came out in theaters though.
That I don't remember, but
I don't.
Okay.
a lot of these properties had sequels that went straight to
Mm-hmm.
DVD, to VHS at the time. And
Yeah.
remember, they would get locked into the Disney Vault, and
Mm-hmm.
they would play them on Disney, the Disney Channel as part of the thing. But if you wanted to own them, they would get locked in the Disney Vault, and they would only come out a certain time. And
Like every 10 years.
even though they weren't good, that idea of being locked behind that vault made people want them.
Mm-hmm.
So back to this. Who do you think? So we see all the Guardians. Quill is sad about Gamora. We see Kraglin has the fin. We get Kevin Bacon.
Hmm.
They're on Earth. Who do you think we will see in this that was not teased or rumored? Do you think we're going to see maybe one of the Avengers, or do you think we're going to see maybe a little piece of Gamora, or
Yeah,
maybe someone from Guardians 3, like Adam Warlock?
I'm thinking they're gonna show like the shoulder and behind the head of Gamora. Like he gonna see her at the end. That's gonna be, one of those kind of moments.
I'm trying to think of this logically in terms of, are we going to have an end credits tease type thing? Because we didn't have one
Yeah,
for Werewolf by Night, right? There was none. It just ended, right?
I
Or
think
Correct.
was
it
there
just.
one? Yeah, yeah. So I feel like this is going to kind of be a self-contained thing, and then they're going to be able to pull stuff from this. So maybe you do get Gamora for a second, and then that leads into whatever everybody else. But I don't know if we're going to get any any major cameos in this besides the people that we saw, which I would be fine with. I like the idea of a self-contained thing with the Guardians. Let James Gunn do his magic for like an hour and some change on that, just to get us hyped for Guardians 3.
Now, this is shot in between. Keep in mind, this happens after Thor, Love and Thunder, and before Guardians 3. So that's the timeline. So
Hmm.
just so everybody knows, this is the timeline we're working with, and this was shot at the same time as Guardians 3. So
Sure.
production wise, they shot both of these together. I'm quite sure to save Disney a couple of ducats.
Yeah, so in that case, yeah, we definitely gonna see Gamora.
I mean, I don't know. I'm throwing it out there because
She was in if she was in makeup. They said, "Come on, we just need to see the back of your head and the shoulder." And she's
I
like,
mean, if
"Cool."
anything, you could have got her stunt double just to be like, yeah, stay there
Right,
for
or
a
her
second.
stunt double.
go ahead, sir.
No, that was it.
So here's the funny thing. So it's October 25th, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Comes out in a month.
Notice the trailer only dropped a month before it came out. But And so I think it's interesting that Disney seems to be holding back from showing trailers months at a time like they did before. As in other words, they're confident in their properties that they're like, let's not show anything until right before we absolutely have to get people hyped for these things. And they seem to be closing that window because if you look at when we got Thor Love and Thunder trailer, when we got Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, even Werewolf by Night, these windows are getting shorter and shorter to where I wonder if it's a situation where they're like, we don't want some of this stuff leaked.
Well, then what would you say? Why did they do Ant-Man teaser now?
I think Ant-Man is a bigger deal. And I think Ant-Man, because he's a different character and a lower tiered character. Because I'm gonna say this may be a hot take, but I'm gonna say this: if Marvel had had Disney Plus up and running, or they had Ant-Man, Ant-Man would not have been a feature movie. Ant-Man would have been a special presentation or a Disney Plus series or something like that. I don't think Ant-Man would have gotten 3 movies if they would have had this up and running. And if you look at the numbers behind Ant-Man, Ant-Man has never
Why
done
do
the
you say
numbers.
that? Only because, like, I feel like, do you feel like more people know Shang-Chi or Ant-Man?
I think Shang-Chi has a larger
Neither.
audience. I think Shang-Chi has a larger audience to perform for. Shang-Chi is the first Asian superhero movie. And if we hadn't had the pandemic, we would have seen Shang-Chi on par with a Black Panther because you would have had the world tour of actors and actresses basically doing every outlet possible. You got to remember, you had Michelle Yeoh, you had Tony Long, you had uh Aquafina, um you had the main
I'm
character's
a-
name is Simu Lu, Simu Lu. So you had all of these people who would have done a world tour. Ant-Man is not on that level. Ant-Man, character-wise, is a part of the Avengers. He's an integral part of the MCU, but he is nowhere culturally as important for the MCU as a Shang-Chi is. Um, and I think if we would have had Disney Plus Marvel's presentations, Ant-Man would not have gotten these 3 huge movies. And
Gotcha.
I
I,
think part of the
I agree
reason
with you.
why, and Kang being in Ant-Man is a way to kind of set the tone to be like, hey, here's the new guard. Ant-Man's a part of it. Let's put Kang in Ant-Man because of the quantum realm. A way to boost and get more people to pay attention to Ant-Man. All of that has to be a discussion when you look at the numbers of how much money Ant-Man's movies have made. They've never made huge amounts of money.
Now,
Sure.
let me ask you this though, but has Guardians made like I remember when Guardians of the Galaxy came out, number one, my uncle has been a comic book stan for like he's been in Marvel since Marvel began, pretty much.
Mhm.
He told me he sat down, he's like, why are they putting these guys out? Like pretty much like knowing that these guys were some of those lower tier
Yep, I agree with
characters.
you. I agree with you.
So do you think that they would have also been in the same category of these special presentations if Disney Plus was out?
No, I think part of the reason why they went that route because a lot of people have been talking about that as far as there was actually a group chat that I was or a post in another group that I was a part of that people were talking about. The MCU has done a very good job of elevating lower tier or B tier characters to prominence. Guardians you had to do in order to go to space. So in other words,
Okay.
you had to do Guardians of the Galaxy or someone on that in that
You couldn't have
universe.
done Captain Marvel, and
You
that
could
wouldn't
have
have
done
made it.
Captain Marvel. But again, you could have done Captain Marvel. But we know major motion pictures track records with giving women a platform for being superheroes. I mean, let's be honest. Look how long it took them to make a Black Widow movie. Look how long it took them to get a Wonder Woman movie. And so, and we know that Ike Perlmutter, who was in charge, of Marvel at the time had no love for female characters who he actually had them change. Rebecca Hall was the original villain of Iron Man 3. He actually had that scaled back. He actually had no affinity for African American and people of color because he made the comment, we can switch out Rhodey. Nobody will notice. So that was who was running the company at the time until Kevin Feige could make his Game of Thrones
Get him out of here.
and take the Iron Throne.
Basically.
Oh man, not take the Iron Throne. Yeah,
So
y'all. Okay.
I mean, he had
No, you're
Kevin
good.
Feige.
I'm just saying, what are your final thoughts on this?
I say I'm really interested to see this. I really hope this does well, and I hope this paves the way for, like what Lauren said, we get more of these. I'm really interested to see that. Even if we don't get anybody else, this looks like a great, nice little holiday, kind of like what Hawkeye was when it dropped right before Christmas last year.
Hawkeye was cute.
Mm-hmm.
It was. Lauren, your thoughts? You down for this? Yes, no?
I'll watch it. I don't know if I'm running. I won't, watch it as soon as it drops at 3 a.m. or whatever. But it'll be on at some point during the Christmas holiday.
Okay,
There we go. That's enough.
Michael.
I'm same. I'm down for this. Like I said, let James Gunn do his thing, his little magic. He has a good track record of taking like oddball characters and making them find a family. And Christmas is the perfect time you're looking for a family. So I feel like he's going to play into all those type of themes. So I think it's going to be good.
Is Kevin Bacon now a member of Guardians of the Galaxy?
I don't know yet, but maybe
Okay.
he becomes at the end.
I don't know.
My man is bored in the house. All right.
Maybe they make him that.
He's
But
just chilling, Lauren.
so yeah, that'll be it for us on this reaction. We went longer than I thought, but it is what it is. Leroy starts talking, Lauren get them questions like a reporter does, and just stuff happens. So it's all good.
Sir, we're participating.
Like, comment, subscribe.
We're participating.
I'm at work.
Nobody care about
I
that
gotta do
job.
what I can do. I like my job. That's all I'm gonna say.
You know
I
what?
enjoy what I do.
Changing my
I'm
name
not at
again.
work, y'all.
I'm changing my name again. Michael can go screw himself.
I mean, we're past the 30-second mark, so that's fine. Yeah, type something in to see how long it gives you for the caption. That's great. Like, comment, subscribe. When we put up new videos. There we go. He did it. Follow us at YouTube and Facebook at We Tryin', and follow us at Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at We Tryin'. Y'all, that is it for us.
Oh.
We're out. Oh, we're not out. See what I did as a man. Lauren, tell us where you at.
We out.
Okay, there we
Thanks,
go. We'll do
Pro
better in the
Muda.
next video.
Keeping women